You're walking alone, maybe down a quiet street at dusk, when a sudden breeze brushes past your ear. At first it feels ordinary, just the cool rush of air, until you freeze, because in that fleeting rush you swear you heard your name. Not shouted, not called from a distance, but whispered intimately, like the wind itself leaned close to your skin and spoke only to you. Nobody else reacts, no one turns their head. It was just you. And then it happens again the next day, and again the day after that, your name carried in a voice you can't quite place. Sometimes it sounds like a loved one, sometimes like a stranger, sometimes like yourself. What if the wind, invisible and untouchable, wasn't just moving air, but something alive, aware, choosing moments to remind you it knows who you are? Imagine the ripple this would cause in your mind. At first you'd laugh it off, convince yourself it's a trick of the ears, a hallucination sparked by loneliness or fatigue. But what happens when the whispers grow clearer, when they start adding words after your name? Maybe warnings, don't go, or look closer. Maybe temptations, follow me. Suddenly, every gust of wind becomes a mystery. Is it harmless weather, or is it trying to say something? Scientists would rush to explain the phenomenon, setting up microphones in fields and alleys, trying to capture the whispers, but they'd come back with nothing but static. No evidence of sound waves, no measurable anomaly. To the outside world, it would look like madness spreading through communities, individuals convinced that the wind speaks only to them. Yet millions would swear it's real, that the wind carries intent, maybe even intelligence. Now picture the social consequences. Some people would live in paranoia, terrified of stepping outside, worried the wind might reveal secrets or lure them into danger. Others would embrace it, treating the whispers as guidance, a personal oracle more intimate than any religion. Entire cults could form around the voice of the air, gathering on windy cliffs or open plains, waiting for the sky to breathe their names. Governments might try to weaponize it, experimenting with ways to control the wind, to make it speak commands that could manipulate populations. Imagine protests where, in the middle of chants, hundreds of people suddenly stop, each convinced they heard their name above the noise, as if the atmosphere itself singled them out. But beneath the fear and the wonder lies an even deeper question. What does it mean when something as vast and ancient as the wind knows you exist? Could it be that Earth itself has been watching all along, and only now decided to speak? Or maybe the whispers aren't from Earth at all, but from something that rides along its air currents, an intelligence woven into the particles around us, using the simplest of tools to reach into our lives. Perhaps when you hear your name on the breeze, it's not a warning or a threat, but an invitation, a reminder that you are not as small and unnoticed as you thought. That the world, vast and shifting, has noticed you in return. So next time you step outside and the air rushes past your face, imagine if that invisible tide carried more than oxygen and dust. Imagine if it carried awareness, memory, a voice that belongs to no one and everyone, and it chose to whisper only to you. Would you run from it, cover your ears, pretend it wasn't there? Or would you stand still, let it wash over you, and finally whisper back,